Now to a WUSA 9 exclusive. Brand new reporting on the insurrection at the Capitol and the killing of alleged Capitol rioter Ashli Babbitt. Her family has hired an attorney from Prince George's County to bring a multi-million-dollar wrongful death lawsuit against the U.S. Capitol Police Department. And now that attorney is speaking with us. Here's Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Flack.
Open the door! It was a day of chaos, confusion, and violence as rioters stormed the U.S. Capitol January 6th. Through it all, a single gunshot was fired. That bullet killed 35-year-old Air Force veteran Ashli Babbitt. According to the Department of Justice, Babbitt had traveled from California to D.C. to protest the 2020 presidential election results and was among a mob of people that entered the Capitol building and tried to force their way into the Speaker's lobby.
Was Ashli Babbitt murdered in the eyes of her family?
In the eyes of her family, of course she was. I mean, there was just no legal justification to take her life.
Last month, the DOJ cleared the unidentified Capitol police officer who shot Babbitt, finding there was not enough evidence to support a criminal prosecution or that the officer willfully used force that was constitutionally unreasonable. But Terry Roberts, who specializes in police misconduct and civil rights litigation, says the Babbitt family now plans to file a multi-million-dollar wrongful death lawsuit against the Capitol Police Department, alleging the Capitol police officer who killed Babbitt had no right to fire his weapon, hitting her in the shoulder, causing her to fall back from the doorway and down to the floor. She later died at the hospital.
She shouldn't have been there. Does the conversation go any farther than that?
It goes very much farther than that.
Roberts says Babbitt was unarmed, trying to climb through a narrow window next to a door to the Speaker's lobby. He claims since Babbitt was facing forward, she could not see the officer, his gun drawn, at a sharp angle to her left. Roberts says Babbitt's view of the officer was further obstructed by a barricade of furniture blocking the door. And although you can hear someone in this video yelling the Capitol police officer had pulled out his gun, "There's a gun! There's a gun! There's a gun!" Roberts says it was too loud for Babbitt to hear that warning, and that his investigative team has interviewed at least 6 other people who say the officer himself gave no verbal warning of his own before firing.
I mean, stepping into the Speaker's lobby might be unlawful, but it doesn't warrant the death penalty. So we don't shoot protesters in this country unless they're an immediate threat to somebody.
The DOJ says it reviewed video of the shooting, evidence from the scene, statements from the officers that were there, as well as the autopsy results from Ashli Babbitt before deciding there was not enough evidence to move forward with a criminal investigation. Eric Flack, WUSA 9.
This lawsuit hasn't been filed yet. The attorney wouldn't tell us when that would officially happen tonight. A spokesperson for the U.S. Capitol Police tells us it cannot comment on pending litigation. They say the unidentified officer who shot Ashli Babbitt is still on paid administrative leave, pending the outcome of the internal investigation that is standard for shootings involving police.